We're joined now by Craig Button. And Craig, tonight we'll see Jonathan Toews in a Jets jersey for the first time right here on TSN. And it looks like he'll be on a line with Cole Perfetti and Gus Nyquist. So how do you like that fit? And how much better does this Jets lineup look with Toews in the second line center spot?
Well, when you look at Jonathan Toews, one of the things that he's always done throughout his career is that he's helped other players be better and he's helped teams be better. So let's just look at what Cole Perfetti gains. Cole Perfetti really took a big step last year in his play. Well, now you have Jonathan Toews that can give him a little bit more. Yeah, you know, you're a young player, you're trying to learn. Can you imagine sitting beside Jonathan Toews on the bench and Jonathan can just point out different things, try this, try that. I mean, Jonathan Toews has great experience playing with great players, and I think Cole Perfetti can benefit from that. Gus Nyquist on the other side, he's a little bit older. He's smart. But Jonathan Toews will also know how to utilize Gus Nyquist, and Gus Nyquist will be able to take advantage of Jonathan Toews' brain and all those elements that I just talked about with Perfetti to be able to maximize his abilities at this age. And I think, Sarah, that is really significant for those two players. Last year, Nemesnikov jumped in there. He was a really good second-line center. Obviously, they lose Ehlers. But I look at this team now with Jonathan Toews on it, and when you have Mark Scheifele, superstar on the front side of Jonathan Toews. You have Adam Lowry, who I consider to be amongst the very best third-line centers in the league. Now Jonathan Toews can just sandwich in between them. He doesn't have to do more than he's capable of doing. But what his presence is, we're going to see what he does on the ice. But what we're never going to see is the presence he's going to have in those moments off the ice, those moments on the bench, talking to players. I go back to my own experience in Dallas, Sarah. Guy Carbonneau was an older player. Guy Carbonneau had won. He was a competitor. He didn't lose any of that fire or any of that hockey sense. Yeah, he didn't move at the same rate that he did when he was younger, but he didn't lose any of those qualities that were essential to helping other players understand what it takes to win. And the Winnipeg Jets are in that window of what it takes to win, trying to push a little bit further. They found a way to get through the first round. They were competitive in the second round. Jonathan Toews' presence, I think, is immense for this Winnipeg Jets team that is trying to take those next steps when it matters the most. Guy Carbonneau was significant to the Stars winning a cup. That's what Jonathan Toews is trying to do and help the Jets do similarly in Winnipeg.
Okay, so his presence will be felt top to bottom with the Jets, on the ice, in the room. Tonight will mark Toews' first game action since 895 days ago. It'll also be the first game in his career where he's not wearing a Chicago Blackhawks jersey, Craig.